Hey everyone, this is BEENANA6.0. I've been wanting to get a video together for everybody. I've been just busy and working on this thing and how it sits as it is. This is basically my first video on what's going on, where I'm at, what I'm doing, what's going to be done, and where I'm sitting right now is everything is pretty much stripped out of here. I want to be doing a lot of rewiring, putting new loom, putting a dedicated ground and dedicated battery cable. It's all 0 gauge to the passenger battery. I'm changing most of the grounds and power wire to 0 gauge. Some will be upgraded because some of these body grounds are a little sad, and you got the frame ground there that I'm going to be upgrading to a 0 gauge to the motor. As for in the center of the motor, my main issue was under the driver's side valve cover. We had a stand tube that was failed, and I ordered me some Alliance seals for it, which are highly recommended, very well rated, versus the set I got offline. I think I paid like $40 for the set versus it was a one-side set versus me buying a whole nother stand tube set of who knows what seals I get. Got my high pressure. I took the cover off. It was just disgusting, covered in grease. So I figured I had another 15-minute job taking the turbo and the cover off and clean that up, reseal it. I got some nice shiny new look to add there, even though you don't really see this part, but it was more out of my liking that everything that I take off, I like to make sure it's nice and clean, and if I'm there, I'm going to clean it. I got me some pigtails for a couple sensors that I see some bare wire. Good old Casey, I'm thinking about sending out to have some powder put on it. It'd probably look a little nicer. I got my battery tray, one of them that I'm just going to sandblast and throw some paint on it. We got this turbo pedestal that was just caked in grease because some seals look like they failed on that drain tube for the turbo. We're going back in with a high output alternator to go along with these electric fans here, and my nice Mishimoto intercooler, Mishimoto radiator, Mishimoto degas bottle. As you see, the trend is Mishimoto. And got the coolant Y pipe here. I just put recently a new degas bottle in the Y pipe, and for my liking, I wasn't a big fan of them. Like that degas bottle, they're just ugly versus, say, this Mishimoto one. Also going back in with another 16 MIG tuning rock lights. They sent me some RGBWs. They look pretty nice. I had them hooked up to the battery. They have pure colors, which the FCKs that I have on my truck, they have a haze of a bunch of colors when I turn them on. These do not. They also have a pure white. Those do not. So I'm still going to keep the FCKs on the truck, and I'm going to be running these on the truck. So I'll have 32 rock lights. So it should be a little closer to a spaceship. So we'll see how that goes. We got this nice little catch can here to assure I won't have any oil in my new intercooler. For the electric radiator, I ordered me a Mishimoto coolant temp sensor because the kit they sent me with that electric fan setup I thought was just garbage. So I'm going back in with the Mishimoto, and I have this T here, so the sensor will sit in the cooling in the water jacket. Got my no limit cac tubes there. I got the DK on the hot side. I'd like to upgrade that to a no limit eventually. Along with that, I got the AFE cold air, which I don't like having the stock tubing to the turbo, and all that is a piece that goes into the stock tubing. I'm planning on getting the no limit to get rid of that look because it just looks tacky. Other than that, we're sitting at a whole bunch of Mishimoto parts and a whole bunch of junk parts that just need to go into scrap. That radiator, it's been put down pretty hard. It's got leaks all over. It's had a good life. It was time. As for what I'm doing next is just waiting on me ordering an alternator, installing an alternator, and running a whole bunch of wires. I got Amazon. I ordered a whole bunch of terminals and alternator wire, I guess. It's 0 gauge. I'm safe enough to drive it as it is. I just want to be guaranteed that I won't have no issues trying to get to places and shows and stuff. I will be showing the truck fairly soon. I want to get some powder on that bumper and get some light pods, and I got a light bar. I got a 32-inch light bar I'm gonna throw in there, and I still got to get some pods. I'm debating between 4 and 6 total, 3 on each side or 2 on each side. Other than that, I might do some paint matching. Maybe I'm hoping to have a lift kit on it fairly soon. That's been my biggest delay because this truck is not very fun to work on up in the air. So I'm trying to get everything under the hood done before I jack her up, because right here is a nice level. I could work. I got a milk crate and a ladder already. Like that's most people already have a ladder out for their 12-inch lift kits. I'm working pretty much leveled here, and I'm still using a ladder and milk crates and a 5-gallon bucket, and I could only imagine doing this another 12 inches or 8 inches up in the air. And I'm running these 33s now, so it's a little lower to the ground, but my 35s is a little taller. And I did like that look, but I like the offset look a little better. It's a nice little wide offset. But once I get these parts done, then it'll be lift kit time, I think. And maybe get some axles taken apart and taken to powder. I'll be doing well, let me get to this. My powder that I'll be going with will be this yellow right here. I had them do my Gen Y. This is the yellow I'm going with. It will be on all of the components, all my lift. It will be on the springs. It will be on pretty much everything. My axles, hitch receiver. Whenever I do my cab off, the frame will be getting powdered. They gave me a heck of a deal. I'm getting my frame powdered. So I'll be having as many things powder coated as possible. Trying to get the truck all cleaned up, and if anything needs to be replaced, I have replaced it. I will not keep on here with junk parts. I have learned my lesson many times. Just buy Motorcraft or past. That's the only way on these trucks for some reason. But other than that, if you want to keep up with this little build, I might post some more videos pretty soon. If you want some content of me installing any of this stuff, put in the comments. I'll put some videos up. Other than that, check me out on Instagram and give me a like, follow, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Catch you later.